Assalamu alaikum. This is Talk to Farina Najam from Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Law and Mall Campus, Lahore. The course title is Advanced Landscape Painting and the course code is FINE 4135. Dear students, today our topic is about romantic art. Romanticism. First of all, what is Romanticism? Romanticism was a cultural movement that started in Europe. It was somewhat of a reaction to the Industrial Revolution, which occurred during the same time period. The movement affected philosophical thinking, literature, music, and art. When was the Romantic style of art popular? The Romantic movement started at the end of the 1700s and reached its peak in the early 1800s. It marked the end of the Baroque movement and was followed by Realism. Characteristics of Romantic art. Romantic art focuses on emotions, feelings, and moods of all kinds, including spirituality, imagination, and mystery. The subject matter varied widely, including landscapes, religion, revolution, and peaceful beauty. The brushwork for Romantic art became looser and less precise. Artists and their paintings during the Romantic period. Caspar David Friedrich. He was a landscape painter of the 19th century German Romantic movement, of which he is now considered the most important painter. As Romanticism called for, Friedrich demonstrated devotion to God through nature. The diminished strength of man in the larger scale of life and great emotion. The Wanderer Above the Sea and Fog, painting by Caspar David Friedrich. In this painting, a man stands at the peak of a rocky precipice, means a very steep side of a cliff. His back to the rear as he looks out over the cloud and the world. The viewer experiences the awe of nature and at the same time feels the insignificance of man. The painting does an excellent job of conveying the emotion of a moment and the drama of nature. His other work, another one, beautiful work, Francisco de Goya. He is considered the father of modern art. In 1770, Goya began began to work for Spanish royal court. In addition to his commissioned portraits of the nobility, he creates works that criticize the social and political problems of his era. Painting, the 3rd of May, 1808, by GOYA. This painting shows a different side of the Romantic artist, the side of revolution. In this painting, Goya is commemorating the Spanish resistance to France and the armies of Napoleon. This painting has movement, trauma, and emotion typical of the Romantic era. It is also one of the first paintings used to protest the horrors of war. Joseph Mallord William Turner, one of the finest landscape artists whose work were exhibited when he was still a teenager. His entire life was devoted to his work. Unlike many artists of his era, he was successful throughout his career. Fisherman at Sea by Turner. Turner was fascinated by the mood of nature, her ever-changing effects. He was always sketching the clouds, the sky, and his natural surroundings. Turner was particularly fascinated with the power of the ocean and said that he had once asked to be. He had once asked to be lashed to the mast of a ship in order to experience the drama of a mighty storm at sea. His work. Another. FRIEDRICH EDWIN Church. He was an American landscape painter. He was known for painting large panoramic landscapes, often depicting dramatic natural phenomena, with emphasis on light and a romantic respect for natural details. His work. Another beautiful work. Thomas Cole. He is regarded as the founder of the Hudson River School. Hudson River School was a mid-19th century American art movement embodied by a group of landscape painters whose aesthetic vision was influenced by Romanticism. Hudson River School, the American movement. His work. Childhood, the baby exit, the dark canal and begins his new life. The water is calm and smooth, the surroundings innocent. The boy's guardian angel grabs the tiller and controls the boat. Youth. The water is still smooth, the surrounding is still peaceful and lush. Uh, it is hard to tell from this image of the painting, but the bend of the river, the water begins to get rough. The ocean symbolizes the end of the man's life. He can begin to see it, and the warmth of the sunset hints of hope in the midst of his trials. Old age. The man is now old, and the angel returns to his side. His boat has made it to the ocean. The waters are once more calm. The light is breaking through the dark clouds.